Good morning, good morning. Get up. Yes. So, applications of maximum vowels. Reflection of sound. Right. So, what is the condition for echo? Did we discuss? We discussed. What are the conditions for echo? Minimum distance of the obstacle should be 17 meters. Minimum distance. And what should be the time of echo? 0.1 second. Anyway. And what is the formula for echo? What is the formula for minimum distance? E is equal to 2D by D. This is the formula that we have discussed. Okay. So just remember this. So till here we discussed in the last class. Okay. Today we discuss applications of echo. We discuss today application of echo. Echo is used by animals humans for various purposes. So animals use it to sense detect. Okay. For example, bats cannot see. Okay, bats cannot see, but you can see that they can effortlessly fly, ducking all the obstacles. When a bat is flying, okay, and let us say some obstacle comes in between, it will not hit. It will avoid it and change course. So how it does is, so bats send ultrasound. All the okay, bats will send ultrasound in all directions, and from the nature of reflected sound, they will sense whether the reflection is coming from a threat or from a prey. Okay, so for example, so this is the basic fundamental, right? So if you have a bag, let's say, so this is the insect. Okay, so let's say this is a prey. This will be a clip. So from the reflected ray from the cliff, it will sense that this is a threat. So it will change the direction. Okay, and here it will keep flying and grab it. So this is a prey. So from the reflected ray, it will be able to judge whether this is a safe obstacle and this is a obstacle which is not safe. Threats and prey, everything can be detected. Basically, so what is this called? This is called ranging. Okay. Estimation of distance. So why do we use echo for? This was a tendency. Yeah. Okay. So why do we use echo method? For ranging and navigation. Okay. So navigation means if the bat senses that this is a threat, it will change direction. So it will fly in the same direction. So that's why it is not colliding with the obstacle. It is able to duck and change the direction. So that is safe navigation. Likewise, so it can go and grab the prey. So it can actually, from the information, calculate the prey is at what distance. Correct. We have some marketing discussion, so we'll break the lecture for some time. Okay, we'll resume it on.
Okay, no marketing discussion. It is about career discussion.
Information.
So basically, last week I came in for career counseling seminar. Anyone have to hear? Last Sunday, that is, I guess it was 20th, the date of the days. Okay, so few of you attended. So यूपी में ना पूरे साल, and I think last Sunday was the first session. अभी पूरे साल कुछ ना कुछ अपने career related webinars होते रहते हैं. So I come here multiple times to explain you what all those sessions are about. So today I'm going to talk about the seminar. आपके time दिया है. That is studying abroad, about studying abroad. जो अभी 27 जुलाई को होने वाला है. That is online session webinar है, कोई seminar नहीं है. So why we are doing so many webinars और उसका idea क्या है? I quickly explain you. आप सब लोग 10th standard में होगे? So you are in a critical stage of making the career decision. तो इंडिया में छोटा सा problem है. When we talk about the undergraduate education, the problem is that आप सब लोग आगे जाके जो कोई भी career select करोगे तो उसमें you are going to compete for top 5% of it. Now इंजीनियरिंग की बात करेंगे तो IIT ने जितने भी इंस्टीट्यूट से इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस इंडिया में उसमें टॉप के आते हैं तो ओनली अप्रोक्सीमेटली 5%. मैनेजमेंट, लॉ, मेडिकल में एम्स या मुंबई में कुछ अच्छे मेडिकल कॉलेज छोड़ के ऑल अदर आर मीडियोकर या एक बिलो एवरेज इंस्टीट्यूट से जहां पे आप शायद जाना नहीं चाहते. सो देयर आर टॉप 5% इंस्टीट्यूट जिनके लिए आप कॉम्पीट कर रहे हो और एक टॉप 5% इंस्टीट्यूट में एडमिशन मिलने का आपका चांस है 1%. It is because, कोई मजाक की बात नहीं, I am talking about the real figures. It is because aspirants काफी ज्यादा है, you must be aware, और number of seats in these colleges are very less. Like in IITs, seats बहुत काफी कम है, AIMS में seats काफी कम है, right? Even NLUs law करना है तो NLUs में भी seats, number of seats काफी कम है. So ये जो top colleges हैं उनमें seats कम है, उसकी वजह से इंडिया में top colleges में admission मिलने के chances are only 1%. उसके बाद अदर कॉलेज जहाँ पे आराम से एडमिशन मिल जाते हैं. लेकिन अगर हमें टॉप लेवल पे रहना है, आई जस्ट वांट टू हमेशा टॉप के कॉलेज में मुझे आई एम एस्पायरिंग टू गेट एडमिशन, सो यू नीड टू लुक फॉर डिफरेंट ऑप्शंस. तो आपके पास हमेशा देयर हैज टू बी अ प्लान ए एंड देयर हैज टू बी अ प्लान बी. अगर मुझे आईआईटी में नहीं मिला तो नेक्स्ट क्लास, और ये बात आप लोग 12th स्टैंडर्ड के बाद नहीं सोच सकते, अभी सोचना पड़ेगा. सो देयर आर टू ऑप्शंस कि एक तो इंडिया में एजुकेशन कंटिन्यू करो किसी और कॉलेज से या लुक फॉर द ऑप्शंस अब्रॉड. ठीक है ना? तो ये दो ऑप्शंस है आपके पास. अभी तो 10th स्टैंडर्ड में आपको कोई डिसीजन नहीं लेना है, बट दिस इज द राइट टाइम यू नीड टू एक्सप्लोर. बिकॉज मुझे अगर 12th स्टैंडर्ड के बाद एंट्रेंस एग्जाम का रिजल्ट आने के बाद पता चला कि मेरा जो ड्रीम कॉलेज है वहाँ पे मुझे एडमिशन नहीं मिलता है, तो मैं दूसरा कुछ जॉब सोचूं तो मेरे पास टाइम नहीं होगा. आई हैव टू वेस्ट माय 1 ईयर. तो आपको जो भी सोचना है 11th स्टैंडर्ड के स्टार्टिंग में आपको ये सारे डिसीजंस लेने पड़ेंगे. एंड देयरफॉर एट यूपी वी विल बी डूइंग नंबर ऑफ सेमिनार्स अभी हम लोग स्टडी अब्रॉड का करें 27 को आने वाले संडेज के दिन वी विल डू सम वेबिनार्स ऑन आईआईटी नीट के ऊपर करेंगे, मेडिकल एजुकेशन के ऊपर करेंगे, मेडिकल एजुकेशन इंडिया, मेडिकल एजुकेशन अब्रॉड. उसके बाद we'll be doing some sessions on the law careers, we'll be doing some sessions on the management careers. एक आने वाले दिनों में काफी सारे सेशंस होने वाले हैं. तो मेक श्योर यू अटेंड ऑल दो सेशन. ये सारे सेशन करने का ऑब्जेक्टिव ये है कि when you are at the end of your academic year and you need to take the decision about selecting your career, please take the informed decision. ऐसा नहीं कि randomly कोई और बोल रहा है या मेरे पापा ने बोला इसलिए आपको decision है. तो some may take informed decision. That is the idea of conducting so many sessions and webinars. So make sure you attend this webinar. Study abroad का हो रहा है 27 को morning 11:30. आपका टेस्ट है सर? वो I think जो coordinator है वो adjust कर देंगे आपके टेस्ट के टाइमिंग. और ये parents के साथ आप attend कर सकते हो online on the Zoom. बस उसके लिए आपको register करना पड़ेगा और आपको registration link WhatsApp group में आई होगी. आपके ऑफिशियल यूपी के व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप जो है, अरे बाकी बात कर सकते हैं, बहुत है देखिए ना. और जो आपको एक फ्लायर मिला उसमें भी एक क्यूआर कोड है which you can scan or your parents can scan and registration form मिलो पर. ठीक है ना. एक छोटा सा अनाउंसमेंट था. नाउ व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट गोइंग अब्रॉड, ये ना कॉन्सेप्ट थोड़ा सा एक इनर्शियल होता है दिमाग में, या दिमाग के लोग बंद कर देता है, अरे इंडिया में ही सब कुछ होता है, बाहर जाके कुछ पता नहीं. So there are hundreds of beauty students who are abroad. आपके जैसे यहाँ पे benches पे बैठते थे कुछ साल पहले. Now they are studying abroad. Every year number of students go abroad at various universities. I just like to play some of the videos. I think those students के videos हैं. हमारे जो यूपी के डायरेक्टर है अनुभव सर, he visited their campus in US. तो उनके साथ एक छोटा सा वीडियो हमने रिकॉर्ड किया था. I thought it will be a kind of inspirational for you. इसको बस मैं 2 मिनट का वीडियो आपके लिए दे दूँगा. Be the best, be the king, tall man on your chest, the beat of the world, the beat the war. Dr. Plateau, banging on this floor, because I ain't answer. I hate it from over mouth, I'm right from the be the best, or the beat of love. Everything is so people on you, they have. On the map, walks us through hell with a smile. Oh, you know what this is? Hello sir, कैसे हो आप? ठीक हूँ. So this is बहुत बढ़िया. So this is अनुभव सिन्हा sir, visiting University of Wisconsin. Arundhati, she is a computer science student at Wisconsin. तो आज हम इसको visit करने आए हैं. So बेटा, how are you? I'm good sir, I'm doing great. Obviously, so which year you are in? I am entering my 4th year. I'm a rising senior here at UDAYS. So she is a computer science senior at University of Wisconsin. So how are you enjoying the Wisconsin campus? Tell us about the campus. It's absolutely lovely, sir. As you can see, there's a monument right behind us. That is the Capitol building. And right behind Yash, it's the restaurant on the side. Any merchandise stores, anything like campus is absolutely lovely. This is the prime summertime, right after during the spring, and let us talk about your computer science department. Are you loving the department? Absolutely. The research culture over here is fantastic. Faculty over here is very understanding and helpful, and they will make sure to contribute your work. आपने देखा होगा थोड़ा सा एक्सेंट अरुंधति ने पिक कर लिया है ऑलरेडी. शी इज इन हर 3rd year एंड इट्स लवली. और अरुंधति की मदर और उसका ब्रदर भी उसको विजिट कर रहे हैं. सो वी आर आल्सो विजिटिंग हर ड्यूरिंग दिस समर. थैंक यू, बाय बाय. हेलो एवरीबॉडी. सो वी आर विजिटिंग UIUC and I'm along with our UP students Priyanka Sinha, who's studying physics honors here. And
There happens to be the spring 2025 commencement day. So you see a lot of students wearing graduate gowns and they're very proud graduating from UAUC. So UAUC, as I was talking to Priyanka, what it's a party school. Yeah. And how are you liking the school? UAUC campus, and it's quite good. Like as I said before, the research focus is quite low, and it's pretty good academic wise. And the program from professor and like other departmental help is very good. So Shreyanka was a student at UPS level, and then he chose to come here, and now he's in his third year physics, and he's enjoying his experience.
Okay, so the objective was showing you this video to create some inspiration. मतलब ये बच्चे ना आप ही के जैसे थे अरुंधति other branch की भी she was like sitting here a few years back. He is from DPS Nehru branch में था and they are doing their undergraduate course 4 years degree course at US at different universities. And there are many more students in different universities that was like this. So आपको भी एक्सप्लोर करना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि इट इज इम्पॉसिबल, इट इज पॉसिबल, थोड़े से एफर्ट्स करेंगे और सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट है कि सोचना। बहुत स्टूडेंट्स की क्या फाइनल से सोच नहीं होती है कि मैं जा सकता हूँ या जा सकते हो, तो पहले सोच लाओ, एक्सप्लोर करो, अगर अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है दिस इज द बेस्ट, बेटर देन आईआईटीज। आपको यहाँ पे अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगी तो टेक एजुकेशन इन योर मेजर एज वेल एज माइनर, मतलब ना आपको हॉबी है म्यूजिक की और आप इंजीनियरिंग भी कर रहे हैं, यू कैन टेक अ फॉर्मल एजुकेशन, वो सारी अपॉर्चुनिटी इंडिया में नहीं। सो अगर पॉसिबल हुआ एंड सारी चीजें अगर अच्छे से हो गई देन यू कैन बी अ पार्ट ऑफ वन ऑफ द टॉप यूनिवर्सिटी, ठीक है। सो वी मेक श्योर यू अटेंड दिस वेबिनार। चलो, थैंक यू। चलो अच्छा है, खा लेता हूँ।
Okay. So how was the career counseling session? What? You are smiling. What was it about? So how many of you are aspiring to study abroad? Not a bad option. Not a bad option. Because यहाँ पे what we have is like IITs. Everybody go for IITs, and then some other colleges which are like government approved. थोड़ा सा there is no parity between the population and the number of seats available. ठीक है? तो ऐसा नहीं है कि जो IIT में नहीं जा पाता है is not good. In fact, if you look at Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, वो कोई IITian नहीं है. And all of our ISRO is led by mostly non-IITians. Mostly क्या सब non-IITian ही. जो भी हम नाम बना रहे हैं तो IITians are good in entrepreneur. ठीक है? They are making big companies. लेकिन ऐसा नहीं कि जो IIT में नहीं है वो कुछ कर नहीं पा रहा है. So that's a myth. Okay? That is one. Second, if you miss IITs, then you can always plan, study abroad. अभी higher education का जो cost है, so higher education का जो cost है, अभी उसमें ज़्यादा difference है नहीं. इंडिया में भी it's not cheap anymore. ठीक है? तो थोड़ा सा premium भर के तुम बाहर का plan कर सकते हो. Okay? And there the seat availability is more. And there's no entrance test, of course. But then they will judge you on your interest. And so your interest, deep interest in a subject, and how much is your interest genuine, that will be assessed. So वो सारा एक option है. Like my son also, he completed his BE here, but then he is pursuing his MS from US. तो ऐसा बहुत लोग करते हैं. तो ऐसा नहीं कि तुमने यहाँ पे IIT मिस आउट कर दिया तो आगे कुछ कर नहीं सकते. Many options are there. But right now जो कर रहे हो उस पर पूरा फोकस करो. वो अच्छे से आना चाहिए तो आगे के रास्ते से. ठीक है. Okay. क्या था? वोकेशन मतलब कैरियर के बारे में उतना ज्यादा वरी मत करो. अभी तुम तो घर में उसके बारे में सोचो. कैरियर पक्का बन जाता है. कैरियर के बारे में मत सोचो. अरे प्रोफाइल क्या है यार? स्किल्ड, कॉन्फिडेंस, अवेयरनेस एंड वेरी डीप इंटरेस्ट इन अ पर्टिकुलर लाइन. बहुत पढ़ा लिखा आपको जरूरी नहीं है. देखो इट्स ऑल डिफरेंट व्हाट यू कॉल सक्सेस फॉर योरसेल्फ. इट इज डिफरेंट फॉर डिफरेंट पीपल. बहुत पढ़ा लिखा है टीचर बनेगा लेकिन टीचर सैलरी सबसे ज्यादा मिलता है. इसका मन की कोई क्वालिफिकेशन नहीं है. कोई फैमिली बिजनेस है तो यू नो दैट वेल. तो उसका क्या हो मतलब वो केसी लीला अक्षर पता नहीं कौन सा कॉलेज तो केसी राव से बीकॉम की करता है. फिर ना वो बात एक सब बिल्डा जस्ट बीकॉम ग्रेजुएट और केसी कॉलेज. आज उसके अंदर में यानी कितने आईआईटीएस नहीं कर सकते. So it's different. Teaching is my second career. I was out and out in corporate in sales career, and I was technical consultant in Dell. The last IT job I did was in Dell. Yes, I worked in India and abroad. I've traveled many places around the world. So this is what I'm telling you. Your qualification may not really decide your career. What you need to do right now, you must do it well. That's what I'm saying. मैंने पढ़ाई में कुछ और नहीं. मैंने MSc फिजिक्स किया. ठीक है. First 18-20 years of my life, working life, I had nothing to do with physics. I was working like engineer because I had deep interest in all these aspects. So I actually gathered all the knowledge from the market. I gathered all the knowledge from the market and I was better than engineers. Some of the engineers got fired in front of me. But I could continue because I had deep interest. So sustained interest in whatever you do, that is key to your success, not your qualification. That will only help you in landing the first job. But whether you will be able to continue that job on a long-term basis will depend on your interest. So if you have landed up in a job which is not suiting your temperament, you're not going to sustain for a long time. So your own profiling about yourself is the most important. Okay. So मेरा so आज से 20 साल पहले मेरा सैलरी था तो 20 लाख का पैकेज. तो 20 साल पहले 20 लाख. उसके बाद मेरा पैसे का जो वो है वो खत्म हो गया. Then I started pursuing my interest. मतलब teaching I also wanted to do, but I was not a conventional teacher. I was weird to start, but I still wanted to teach. तो मेरे को interest कैसे आया? मेरे बच्चे को पढ़ाने का. I said okay, this is what I want to do. तो इसके लिए मैं इधर आ. Since then I'm teaching. Now the salary is much less than what teachers get, but I don't mind. But I'm able to run my house. So money becomes not very. It doesn't become. I mean, it doesn't remain a motivation once you have achieved your purpose. बाकी कुछ लोग हैं जो सिर्फ पैसे के लिए मरते रहते हैं तो different motivation. Not many, but last trip I did was 4,000 kilometers. So I went to Mahakumbh. Yeah, that is one of my passion. So I go on really long bullet trains. So 1 way 200. I went to Mahakal, then Kayakal, went to Jharkhand. Are you familiar with that? I covered Huh? So I've covered over 9 Jyotirlings, right? So, except Kedarnath, Rameshwaram, and Krishneshwar. Which is there? That I'm not aware. I've covered most of it. Anything. Let me. Patna nahi hai kya? Huh? Instagram पे हो यार हमेशा वो देखता है इवेंट तो हम वॉलंटियर व्हाट्सएप सेट करो इस पे व्हाट्सएप क्या करना पड़ेगा स्कैन ये यहाँ पे परमानेंट हो जाएगा SHAI. So I started my trip on 22nd Feb 25 4:50 AM from Cooper here my house. Just क्या हुआ? Maximize करते So 4:20, 4:50 AM I started. Okay, now go back. Go walk. Open this. Okay, just go to the maximum view. Click again. Go this view. Go full screen. So you can see the highlights here. So round trip journey was 4,000 kilometers. Started trip on 22nd Feb. And it was almost a month trip. Almost a month. But look here. Word. So this is the first one, Mahakal. So I drove about 600 plus kilometers first day. So first halt was at Mahakal. Next, you can't click the pictures of the Jyotirlinga. Yeah. Next one. This is the second day. So this is between Devas and anybody from MP here? Anybody from Madhya Pradesh? So this was the second day, Vidisha Sangam. So on the way, very interesting. You can see it. It's fun. Huh? This is Maharaji Bharadwaja's ashram. यहाँ पे वनवास के टाइम पे रामचंद्र you went and stayed there, and he established this shivling by Ramchandra. Satyam, that's what they say. आगे ये सब उसका details दिया हुआ है. That this is Sangam का issue. आगे जाओ. Then I went to Deoghar. This is Jharkhand. Okay. So yeah, on the way to Deoghar. There's some village. This is my return trip now. But this is Vindhyachal. Anybody heard about it? Your dad also is a bike rider, right? I've seen your dad riding a bullet. No? Ah. Not, he is a rider, but not a long distance. So this is the place in UP. This is a Shakti Pita. Very. So this is different. Earlier we used to see a lot of Punjabi on the way. Now you see that it's like everybody's beautiful. This experience. And there is Maihar Devi. This is another Shakti view. Maihar Devi temple. Anybody know? Maihar Devi. This is in MP. Go ahead. This is Omkareshwar. Anybody heard about Omkareshwar? So this is another Jyotirling. So I got 3 Jyotirling in this trip. Narmada. No, it's a temporary. These are stacks, temporary. So in rain, water level is very little. It's also temporary. So it is falling. Is it India? Is it India? No. Interesting. Just 500 kilometers from here. Yes. People don't know our own country. It's a desert. People know. Next, I'm going to South. ये इस मोबाइल से लिया हुआ. This is not XLR. This mobile. Very ordinary. This is a roadway. Go ahead. Some history. So this ropeway divides Omkareshwar. He is Shankaracharya. You know Shankaracharya? He is Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya. Because of him, Hinduism survived. Otherwise, India would have been only a Buddhist country. At the time of Ashoka, Buddhism was at its peak. Then he actually re-established the order. Otherwise, we would have been history. I had fun. I just went solo, alone, 4,000 kilometers alone. On the way at hotel, Say, every 600 kilometer, take a break. On the road, 11 days. On the road, although 5 days for 2000 kilometers. On an average, around 500 to 600 kilometers. This is my stuff. It fills the entire thing. On the bike, you don't feel it much, but it is a lot of stuff. It's almost 3 suitcases. Okay, almost 3 suitcases. And I did not take my tent and all that. So otherwise, I can stay anywhere. Like a. That's it. So the thing is, to enjoy life, not much money is important. You have to know how to live it. Already है ये ठीक है. Just नहीं
Yeah, so now what is so?
I started following my passion much later in life. First, I established myself, looked after my family, and how I started riding is because of my wife. I mean, she allowed me to go alone. Okay. You should get a partner. Okay, let's come back. So, don't know why you should also can. You learn for yourself. And the bike is growing you. The more you become familiar, you will know how efficiency, etc. It's all about familiarity and knowledge and experience. Don't pay attention to rumors and all. Just be yourself. That's it. Okay, so यार वो drag race है young age में करते हैं. उसके लिए तो वो बैंगलोर में जाना पड़ेगा. There is one circuit if you want. Dakar Rally या Dakar Rally. Are you planning to make a career in a high sport? Okay, not for us. उसके लिए अगर उनको बचपन से करना हो, बिना start नहीं किया मतलब let's start for. Okay. And we just discussed for animal we discussed bat. Same is true for dolphin. तो dolphin भी वही करती है पानी के अंदर. ठीक है? They will send ultrasound. You understand what is ultrasound? You understand what is ultrasound? Yes, ultrasound. So what is infrasound? All the sound with frequency So what is the range of sound? But ultrasound. So it is categorized basis frequency. Okay. So both ultrasound and ultrasound cannot be heard. The remote. Some animal can hear frequencies less than 20 hertz, like dogs, etc. Or a newborn baby. They have sensitive eardrum, right? And bats, whales, right? They can hear sound frequencies greater than 20 kilohertz. That's why they use it. Okay. Now, what about humans? When there is a fishing problem, how to identify where is the person is fish? So for that, the fishing trawler, let us say the fishing trawler goes. So you have a machine which sends ultrasound waves and also receives it. Yes. By sending ultrasound wave, let us say you have a constellation of fishes here. Not necessarily deep, it could be, it goes in all directions, right? तो समझो उसको यहाँ पे फिश मिल गया shoal of fish or a group of fish, okay? तो यहाँ से जो उसको reflected ray जाएगा, so it will be able to estimate where the group of fish is. Then they will lay net and fish it. ठीक है? From the reflected ray. तो अल्ट्रासाउंड ट्रांसमिट कर रहा है और रिसीव करेगा. तो ये क्या करेगा? It will note down the time of echo. It will note down the time of echo, and once you have time, then D can be formulated. D can be found out by D into T by. So they will exactly lay the net there after estimating the distance. Shoal of fish is a group, okay, fish का constellation. Likewise, you can measure the depth of sea. Depth of sea also can be measured. Okay, and if there is any depth, so there is a tip of iceberg. There is a tip of iceberg. Okay, our tip is only like 5% of the water. So if you think that okay, you will navigate around it, so that could be a misjudgment because this you don't know how the iceberg is spread out. That's how Titanic accident took place. So with the echo, you will actually come to know whether the obstacle is everywhere or only in this portion. So you'll then change the direction and navigate safely. Is that clear? So by the reflected wave, you will know whether it is a threat or it is safe to sail. So many things have been explained. One is fishing, then navigation, ranging, everything I have explained here itself. Is that clear? So, what is this device? What is this device? This is what? What is the device used for this what? It stands for sound, navigation, and ranging. Sound. You are doing navigation and ranging using sound wave. What is called sound, navigation, and ranging. Okay, so you are using sound waves. That's why sound navigation and ranging. You have another device called radar. What is radar? So it is radio detect and radio detection and ranging. So radar में क्या यूज करेंगे? Radio wave. क्या फर्क होगा दोनों डिवाइस में? Radar will be very fast. Radar में what is the speed? It is using radio wave. Which wave we are using here? Sound wave, which is how much? Roughly 330 meter per second. So it is a million times faster than us. Obviously, these devices will be very costly. They will be used for mission critical purpose. मतलब enemy aircraft detect करना है, तो उसके लिए use करेंगे. लेकिन ये shipping communication. Okay? ठीक है? So where do we use sonar? Navigation, ranging, shipping communication. Can use sonar. That clear? ये सारा कुछ कर सकते हैं. तो ये जो डेप्थ निकालते हैं उसको क्या बोलते हैं? Echo depth. Sound. ठीक है? So is this clear? What are we using here? We are using echo. Echo means we are analyzing the reflected sound wave. Analyzing in the sense we are noting down the time of echo. Who is doing that for us? This device. Sonar device will give us the time of echo. Once the time of echo is measured, anyway V is known for us. Velocity of the sound wave in different medium is already known to us. So V is known, time we found experimentally, so D can be calculated. That's what it is. Is that clear? Acha. So this is about applications for humans. The third application of echo is medical application. What is the medical use? Medical use is it can be used for imaging of internal organs. Okay, we can use ultrasound wave, echo, मतलब reflected ultrasound waves. Ultrasound waves are direct. Okay, the waves, reflected waves by our internal organs can be fed to computer. Okay, it can be processed and image can be generated. So that image can be used for producing the images of internal organs without actually doing any surgery, right? So that is called ultrasonography. What is it called? Ultrasonography. Again, ultrasonography is safe because it is using sound waves which is less energetic as compared to X-ray. X-ray is using electromagnetic waves. That is higher energy. Overexposure to X-rays might be harmful to us. Okay. So this does not mean that we will keep using ultrasonography. This is much safer to use because its energy is much less. Sound wave. Then, so what kind of intestines, gallbladder, uterus, liver, etc. can be imaging can be obtained using ultrasonography. Second, heart imaging. Basically, whatever is doing, the organ, whatever it reflects, those rays when they are analyzed and processed, that creates the image. These are technology. We are not going how it works. We are not going how it works. We are limiting ourselves only up to usage part of. Yes. And echo is involved in this because the reflected sound is producing the image. What is heart imaging? When we are using ultrasound waves only to generate the image of the heart. So that is called echocardiography. Cardiography. Staging of heart is called echocardiography. Then check the spelling. Is it ECO or ECHO? Correct. And lastly, so used for so if there are kidney stones, the ultrasound is directly on the kidney stones and through the vibration, it breaks into granular pieces, then it comes out with urine. Okay. So this is to avoid surgery. If the stone is not too hard, if it is not too hard, using ultrasound, it can be broken. Okay. So surgery can be avoided. But it has, if it has become too rigid, then no option. You have to go for surgery. Okay. So these are some of the applications of ultrasound waves. So today we covered the usage of echo. And mostly there is different ultrasound. And here ultrasound, no. It is out of human particle range. But there are certain so we have seen the use of this much. So any questions? We have a few minutes. 1 minute. So, what is the performance of your test? How are you doing? UT test? What about school test? Yes, Arya. How are you doing in your school test? Okay? 90. Are you satisfied with the way you are doing in school test? You told me. They did not tell you that. So we can discuss any questions if you are stuck in your school, right? We can know. इसका चाह रहा था बुरा मन मानो वो हो गया all right, I'll see you in the next.